taking a few minutes to think about Veterans Day. I know we all know that we don't have school Monday, but it is because our country is acknowledging Veterans Day and the sacrifices that veterans have made for our country. So you guys will probably learn a little bit more about that in your classes today, but this is a great start for the day to see some real faces in our community, real family members of our students who have made those sacrifices for our country, and that we are very grateful to have them here with us. So we would very much like if our veterans would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excellent. And Mrs. Gilchrist has been working hard with all the students. Your songs sound great. We're going to do the Star Spangled Banner. All right, so we're going to get started today. And again, we need to remember today at the assembly to show our respect behaviors, to show how much we value and respect the people and guests who are here with us today. Getting this assembly to happen takes a lot of work, a lot of people who have put in time. Mrs. Gilchrist getting the music ready, and everybody for their planning to make it happen. And Mr. McCarthy has really been working hard to make this assembly even more special than last year. So I think you'll really enjoy the work that he's put into that. So again, thank you to everybody for taking time out of your days to come show us what Veterans Day is all about. It means a lot to us. And that said, our staff and our students are awesome. When they started to hear about this assembly, some students started to get some ideas of things that they would like to do to show that they respect and care about veterans. So I do have a few 5th grade girls that I'd like to call up just to talk a little bit about something that they would like to do. So I have Annabelle, 2 of Jordan and Abby to come up just for a minute to share.
Played a major role in this planning, and she will be participating in collections next week.
We are here today to raise money for our veterans who were injured defending our country and freedom. Wounded Warriors is a wonderful organization that collects money to pay hurt veterans' medical bills.
So far, we have raised a total of $123, and we hope to collect more starting next week. I, Annabelle Hicks, Jordan McGrath, Abby Elfrey, Annabelle Amelia, and Lindsay McKinnon will be starting money collections next week, along with the aid of our fundraising chair, Annabelle Amelia.
More information will be provided to students and teachers as soon as possible, and we hope you decide to donate to this great cause. Thank you for your time. Once again, we are collecting for the Wounded Warriors Foundation to help pay veterans' medical bills. We hope you choose to donate. Thank you.
I haven't been here long, but one of the things that continues to impress me is how much the students and staff really care about our community and want to give back and do things. So this idea came completely from them. I thought it would be a nice gesture to connect to Veterans Day. So wonderful. Another organization really important to our school is Student Council. They organize a lot of different things. They were helping out, greeting you guys as you came in this morning. So we do have the president of Student Council, Coy Totten, and the vice president, Sammy Sullivan, up here to share another message.
Hi, my name is Coy Totten, the president of the Student Council.
And my name is Sandy Sullivan, the Vice President of Student Council.
We wrote a letter to all the veterans on behalf of the students of Matthew Jordan.
Dear veterans, we are all gathered here today to tell you how much respect we have for you. We are all grateful for what you have done and for our country, and we give thanks to you.
Thank you for your bravery and courage. Thank you for sacrificing your time with your family. We can only imagine how difficult that must be. We truly appreciate your hard work and effort to make our country safe. Thank you.
Sincerely, the students of Matthew Jordan.
This land is your land, this land is mine.
morning, everyone. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Bill McCarthy. I am 1/3 of the best administration team in the state of New Hampshire, with Mrs. Burnett and obviously Mrs. Small. What I'm going to be doing now is reading the names, first 5 names of veterans that couldn't be with us today due to other obligations. So what I am asking for to happen is the student that is directly related to these veterans to stand up so we can recognize your connection to this person. The first veteran Matthew Thornton would like to recognize is James Law, who is related to Soraya Law in Ms. Miller's class. James served in the Army from 2009 to 2017, attained the rank of sergeant, deployed to Afghanistan in 2011, and in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Another veteran we would like to recognize today is Matthew Ward, related to Kylie Elder in Mrs. Dussault's class, who served in the United States Navy for 6 years of service with 1 tour in Iraq. So Kylie and Soraya, if you could stand.
Yay!
The next veteran we would like to recognize is William Enos, related to Roman Enos in Ms. Jake's class. William serves in the Army, active duty 2005 to the current year now. He was part of Operation Iraqi Freedom from 2005 to 2006, and again from 2008 to 2009. Currently in Operation Atlantic Resolve, and he's stationed right now in Romania, Germany. And there's Roman. Matthew Thornton would also like to recognize Joe Kubowski, relating to Christian in Mrs. Allard's class, who's a member of the United States Marine Corps. He's Bravo Company, 1st Battalion, 25th Marines, 2000 Joint Special Operation Task Force in the Philippines. So Christian, where are you, buddy? There you are. The next veteran we would like to recognize is Jonathan P. Smith, related to Everett Smith, who is in Mrs. Forsey Artie's class. Jonathan is a member of the Army. Captain Jonathan Smith started his career in the Army at West Point 14 years ago and has served 10 years in active duty in field artillery. This summer, Jonathan had transitioned to the Massachusetts National Guard, and we are proud of him in our New Hampshire home. So where's Everett? Wait, wait. So the next sets of veterans' names I'm going to read are those of veterans that are here with us today. I ask that you and your Matthew Thornton family members stand up, and I'm going to read about 5 or 6 off, and then we'll applaud you guys all together. The first veteran we would like to recognize is Molly Mae Washington, related to Addie and Kaden Washington in Mrs. Nelt's and Mrs. Mack's class, who's a member of the Army. Her hometown was Green Bay, Wisconsin, enlisted in 1998 after college, served 5 years, served 5 years in the 95th Bravo Military Police Officer, stationed in Fort Lewis, Wisconsin, South Korea, and then Savannah, Georgia. We would like to recognize Eric Marsh, related to Jackson and Braden Brizuela, who's in Mrs. Jake's and Ms. Juster's class, and a member of the Army. He's a retired Army sergeant, listed as a private in 1958, basic training at Fort Dix, New Jersey, combat and construction engineer school, and then in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Yeah. And then the next veteran we would like to recognize is Edmund Leeson, recognized Tyler and Brunel, both in Mrs. Allard's and Ms. Colton's class, and served 3 years in the Army. The next veteran we'd like to recognize is Charles Haynes, related to Alexander Stanton in Mrs. Jake's class, and a member of the Navy. Served 4 years with E4 rank. His conflicts were Vietnam and the Cuban Missile Crisis. He received the ERA award for his time served during the Cold War. He was also the lightweight boxing champion for his base. I'm not multitasking very well. All right. Our next veteran is Jack Rapucci, related to Sam Rapucci, a member of Miss Kashigan's class and in the U.S. Navy. He was in the U.S. Naval Submarine Service from 1959 to 1963, serving on the U.S. Grenadier base in Key West, Florida. He patrolled all the eastern coast of the United States, the entire group of the Caribbean islands, as well as the Mediterranean coastlines of Spain, France, and Italy, as part of the U.S. Naval Sixth Fleet. Thank you all for your service.
The following names who have served our country. Paul Doherty, related to Hadley Doherty, in Mrs. Forziati's class, served us in the Air Force, and he was 3 years a sergeant. Richard Jones, related to Sawyer Jones, in Mrs. Maloney's class, served in the United States Marine Corps, 4 years United States Marines, from 1993 to 97. Duties included infantry, and he played for the Marine rugby team. Nicholas Nault joins us, related to Olivia Nault. In Mrs. Kearney's class, served in the United States Navy, E5 with 6 years of active duty, 3 deployments overseas, and he was commissioned to the USS New Orleans. Thank you. James Frieda, related to Annabelle Hicks, in Mrs. Lesour's class, served in the Marines, 6 years service. He was a captain, 3 tours in Iraq, Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraqi Freedom, and Operation Vigilant Resolve, also known as the Battle of Fallujah. Frank Torrey also joins us, related to Dylan Torrey Moody, is in Mrs. Mack's class, served in the Army in the Vietnam War from 66 to 67, 101st Airborne. Scott Dow, related to Dana Dow in Mrs. La Rochelle's class, served in the United States Marine Corps in 1995 through 2001 as a rank sergeant. His tours were in South America, Europe, Iraq, Asia, and Haiti. Brian Latour, related to Cameron and Charlotte Latour, they are in Mrs. Jakes and Mrs. Maloney's class. He served us in the United States Navy, served from 1993 to 2002, and he was aboard the USS George Washington. Joseph Smith, related to Malia and Marcella Smith. In Mrs. Slozak and Mrs. Rose class, served in the United States Navy from 2000 to 2006. His highest rank achieved was PO2E5, and his duty stations were San Diego, California, and Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Charlie Sullivan, related to Samantha Sullivan in Miss Jester's class, served in the United States Navy from 1964 to 1971. Peter Labonte, related to Sawyer Labonte, in Mr. Quimby's class in the United States Marine Corps. He enlisted in 1969 and served as a field radio operator in the Vietnam War. He was deployed in 1970 with the 3rd Reconnaissance Battalion, 3rd Marine Division at Camp Resiner on Hill 510 near Da Nang. He attended the jump school and scuba school, then was part of the many operations that involved the reconnaissance of enemy location and troop strength. His location of assets such as ammo dumps, command posts, and POW camps. And Robert W. Perry Sr., related to Caleb and Macy Lane in Miss Jakes and Miss Kearney's class, served in the United States Navy and the United States Army. He served for 4 years, Navy rank E4, and 6 years in the Army, E5. 2 tours of duty in Vietnam from 69 to 1970. His awards included Airborne and Army combination. Thank you. Sorry.
next veteran we would like to recognize is Joseph J. Wall III, related to Emma Carvelis in Mr. Quimby's class, a member of the U.S. Navy. The ship he served on was the LST 1076 Page County. It's a landing ship tank. Served off the coast of Cuba during the Cuban Missile Crisis from October 16th through 28th in 1962. Also worked logistics driving an amphibious tugboat for the Navy SEALs off the coast of Coronado in California. Our next veteran we'd like to recognize, who unfortunately was ill today, could not make it, but we would like Rosemary to stand. Abelnick Osantos, related to Rosemary Feliciano in Ms. Kralick's class, military police in 2013. Next veteran we would like to recognize is Stephanie Burlett, related to Aidan Burlett in Mrs. Kearney's class, a member of the United States Navy. Joined in 2009, stationed in Phoenix, Arizona, San Diego, California, and Bremerton, Washington. Was the lead funeral honors coordinator of the NOSC Manchester in Londonderry between October 2014 and September 2018, ensuring the execution of 2,680 funerals in the greater New England area. The next veteran we would like to recognize is Bruce Harrison, related to Kylie Harrison in Mrs. Allen's class and a member of the Army. Bruce served 21 years and 8 months. He earned the rank of CW3, Chief Warrant Officer 3, and was an Apache helicopter pilot. Bruce had tours in South Korea, Bosnia, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Next veteran we'd like to recognize is Matthew Hotchkiss, related to Ben Hotchkiss in Ms. Kashigan's class and a member of the United States Army. Sergeant First Class Matt Hotchkiss served in the Army for 23 years. He retired in 2013. SFC Hotchkiss deployed all over the world, including most recently Afghanistan and Iraq. Next veteran we'd like to recognize is Scott Myers, related to Cove Blaze in Mrs. Allen's class, a member of the Air Force. Scott served from 1976 to 1980. He was also a sergeant stationed in Germany. Our next veteran we would like to recognize is Henry Nadeau, related to Ava Leahy in Mr. Quimby's class and a member of the Air Force. 8 years of service, Vietnam Technical Sergeant, Vietnam Service Medal, and Vietnam Campaign Medal. John D. Hoyt, related to Emily Hoyt in Mrs. Mond's class, a member of the United States Marine Corps. The Desert Storm veteran, service active 1988 to 1992, and reserve 1995 through 1997, rank of sergeant. And the last veteran we would like to recognize today is Richard Hilliard, related to Brian and James Hilliard in Mrs. Allen's and Mrs. Null's class, a member of the United States Air Force Pararescue from 1993 to 2000. At this time, I would like all our veterans and family members to stand up for one loud round of applause. To conclude our ceremony, Mrs. Gilchrist is going to be leading us in America the Beautiful, which is a very beautiful rendition. On behalf of the three of us here, and everyone in the Matthew Thornton community, we really want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't think those two words are strong enough to convey how strongly we feel. We are the land free because of your bravery. Matthew Thornton students, as you go through this weekend, okay, try to remember why we have Monday off. If you're at Market Basket or out and about and notice a veteran, either because of their clothing or a hat or you know one, take a second and say, thank you. Mrs. Gilchrist? you go to our Matthew Thornton 4th and 5th grade Blue Blues Cub Scouts who brought in the flag for us today. Great job, boys. All right, our assembly is finished. We ask that the veterans and their families stay behind for pictures and whatnot.